Hello, my name is Nicole. Selena and I chose to complete this analysis assignment on this photo called The Migrant Mother, which was taken by Dorothea Lange in 1936 during the Great Depression. This photograph, The Migrant Mother, was taken by Dorothea Lange in 1936. The Great Depression was experienced worldwide as there was an excessive decline in the economic system throughout many different countries. The Great Depression is a very well-known time experienced by many, unfortunately, and this photo displays the deepened struggle and sadness that these people had faced. This photograph may represent the unhealthy and sad conditions people were forced to live under due to lack of resources and money. If you look closely, I'm sure many can agree that this photo can show people now some of the distress that these people had actually gone through during this terrible time. Through research, I had learned that people at this time would typically hunt and cook birds and eat frozen vegetables from the closest farm to them because of this economic collapse. They unfortunately did not have the resources or funds or financial stability to live their lives how they normally would, and not as in healthy as conditions as usual. Selena and I believe that there has been an improvement over time as many people were able to come out of this Great Depression and get jobs, a more stable income, and support, and were more able to better support their families. This photograph also may represent the unhealthy and sad conditions people were forced to survive under or attempt to survive under, unfortunately, due to the lack of resources and money or resources and jobs to even make money at that time. Regarding the context and the elements, the black and white contrast in this photo does give a more gloomy effect to this photograph. The black and white effect on this photo displays more of the sad and emotions of the family, and we can all assume that many others had the same negative experience. As you can see, the black and white contrast also shows more of the dirt on their bodies and dirt and rips on their clothing. If you look closely on the sleeves and their messy hair and dirt on their arms and faces. The emotional toll is taken by not only Florence Owens Thompson in the photo and her two children that are included in the photograph, but others who experience this economic collapse their emotions can also be comprehended from this photograph. The raggedy, dirty, and ripped clothing displays the lack of resources and ability to afford and be able to keep clean their clothing, their hygiene. The clothing and sad emotions stand out more to me.
Hello, this is Selena, and I'm gonna talk about our interpretation of the photo and how all these elements in the photo work together. There are many details being included in this image. The focus point of the photo is a mother with 7 children who is only around 33 years old when she took the picture. The wrinkles on her face, forehead, around her mouth make her look around 45 in the age. Her entire facial expression seems to be worried and her eyes is looking at something outside of the frame. The direction that she looks shows more panics of how to continue into the future because the photographer chose not to include what is she looking at. During the trip of looking for a job in the time of Great Depression, she did not receive the expected job and the pay to obtain her living. She is stuck in this situation and trying to figure something out for her children and herself. Her body language and the facial expression present a huge amount of pressures, stressful, and anxious mood. While the mother is sitting in the middle of the photo, two of her children are leaning on her and one is in her arm, which shows that her children is really believe in their mother will protect them. However, this also means that all the pressure is placed on the mother, which makes the photo become more heavy. The clothes they were wearing are really dirty and old looking. The color of the photo is chosen to be black and white, while the color photography is available at the time. It helps to show the depressed feeling of entire theme and the situation of the time. So the position of the photo. This photo is a photo taken during the Great Depression, which is almost 100 years from now. The livelihood of the citizens were clearly stripped from them throughout the tough time. This image helped the audience to raise questions about the situation of a mother and her children. Like what happened to them? Did they figure out a way to survive? Did the government provide any help? When people see this photo again, they might be still wondering if the situation of the homeless people is getting better here in the United States today. Is it really? Personally, I still saw a number of homeless men and women wandering around the street and sleeping in the subway when I was back in the city of New York. Is our government or the society today really improve the situation? This image is helping people to rethink about the current situation and present the stressfulness of the people during the Great Depression, since there were many people experienced the same circumstance as the mother in the photo, not just this. So the entire purpose of this photo is presenting the toughness of living condition that people are suffering back in the Great Depression. This long period of time that our states have experienced trying to recover the loss in the Great Depressions. Our society is already covered today and there are less homeless people compared to the Great Depression period. This photo in there reminding the people of what happened during that time and how difficult the people in that time were trying to make a living. Nowadays, people have money in their pocket and are able to buy food and pay rent with money or credit. People feel less important of these needs, and by looking at this image again, help people understand that food is a hard one. In addition, the government is showing lots of effort trying to make society as stable as possible for the economic to go. We must have someone to manage the big direction for our country, which is our government. Overall, this image is presenting a stressfulness of a difficult period in the United States. And it also presents a deeper meaning when people think and analyze a little more. And this is our presentation on the immigrant mother. Thank you for watching our video and have a great day.